Well, I first update this week. It is Wednesday, October 26th, 2022. It was 4 years ago I shot a buck I called TJ Hooker. It's on YouTube. I think it's episode 51 or blog 51. Anyway, weather obviously way different than today. It's been raining, been warm for the last 3 or 4 days. Been rainy. Trail cameras are showing some buck activity. I don't see the entire property, but I got a lot of trail cameras out there, and I got them on scrapes or scrape areas. Now the does are hitting the scrapes pretty hard right now, but I got a lot of does, and I think I have a doe and fawn problem. That's not to say anything, that a buck won't come in. You need does. Hot does will bring in some bucks. But I do think that the rut is a little behind this year in central Michigan. I've heard some chasing out there from social media, and I think Dr. Grant Woods posted a video this morning of some pre-rut activity of the bucks moving around on some trails, sniffing. So it is close. I haven't only been out once. I'm kind of waiting for one, wind, and two, for a good buck to kind of come in. So that's it so far. I do want to talk a little bit about just hanging in there and not giving up. And just because I'm not seeing anything on trail cameras doesn't mean anything is not out there. But after all that, we just got a ton of rain. Possibly, maybe if I don't have to work tomorrow, I may have to work and go leaf blow a hunting cabin. But it really rained a lot today. I may save that till Friday. I also, I would like to go refresh my scrapes, get those back in order. And then we got good pressure coming up, but the wind for the next 3 or 4 days is completely not right for me in my prime time spot. So I've told my wife, I'm like, it could happen at any time, and if I see a buck on camera, I'm going to try to make it out. So that's just today's update. So hopefully you guys are having some good luck, and see you in a sec. Morning of October 27, 2022. Excuse me, and I am scouting hard this morning. Just dropped the kids off of school. Things are getting interesting out there. We got 11 hours and 28 minutes or so of daylight. And just last week, it was 11 hours and 48 minutes of daylight. So it is 10 minutes less of daylight, and it's coming on fast. The rut, meaning. I've had this buck, and I think it's the same buck coming in every couple days. They're coming at 3 o'clock in the morning a couple days, and then last night it was on the property at 10 p.m. I tried talking my wife into going out this morning, letting me going out this morning, but we just couldn't get it planned with the kids and work and all that stuff, and that's just the way it is. And I think it's this nice 7-point. I'll post a picture of it. I'm kind of calling him Lucky 7. He's looking like he's missing a G2. I don't know if it's broke off or it just didn't grow up. And then my wife called me when we were going on our way. He was on our way to work, and there was a nice buck trying to cross the road not too far from us. And I don't know if she said it was a little higher than the one. Now, am I going after that specific one? I don't know. I'd like to see him on the hoof. I just like to get him in front of me. If I can get him in front of me, that's a success to me. And then I'll make that decision when I see him. However, it's going to bring in a lot more. But there's lots of bucks, lots of yearling bucks anyway, activity right now. And I don't know. I have to do a job today. I wanted to move a trail camera because it ran out of pictures. So Spy Point, the program I have, is 250 pictures a month, each camera, and I'm out with like 10 days left. So I did get quite a few pics of, I got a lot of deer for sure, but I got some windy days in there that wasted some pics. And that program, like I got like 6 or 7 cameras on it, and it's $99 for the year, and each camera gets 250 pics. The pics are okay. I've noticed lately the pics haven't been as, I wish they were a little nicer, but you do kind of get what you pay for. And when it's daylight and no fog and stuff, they take really nice pics. But and the trail cameras have been going off today. The wind, and the next few days, the wind is not good for hardly any of my stands. One of the stands really close to the house is about it, but I had a buck go by there on trail camera this morning. So we're just kind of keep my eye on it and watch that wind. Right now it looks like the wind for Sunday is the best, but I'm going to try to go out in the morning because I need to get out there. I mean, this is the time to get out, so that's what is going on. A little bit more breakdown on that Lucky 7 buck. That's came in almost every other day. He's only staying in the northwest corner of the property. I got him on some scrapes, but he is not showing his rack in the back. So he is living, doing a big circle, I think to the north, because that's where he came in from last night. And doing a big circle, but I don't know which way. Like, I don't know if he's going to the southeast or to the southwest and then doing that circle. My guess is that he's over here to the north in all of this good looking brush. This is almost, for a human, hardly impossible to get through, and there's the drainage ditches over here. So that's what I'm thinking he's doing. And maybe bedding up a little closer and closer and getting an eye on these does over here, because he's on camera anyway, he's the biggest one I've got on camera. Quality buck, I believe a 2-year-old. His body looks bigger than the antlers, which is that's a long story in itself, and maybe I'll try to explain that here in a sec. Oh, what a beautiful day. I just wanted to explain that what I meant by the buck's growing season as quickly as possible. Having a bigger body, or maybe the body's bigger than you think, it takes 4.5 years for a buck's body to fully develop. 4.5 years or more for the skeletal system to fully grow. Like humans, what is it? In males, 16, 17, 18 on, to maybe 21. Females, maybe 16 to 18. Well, in deer, for males, bucks, it's 4.5 years to 7.5 years old. As it takes them to fully mature. That's what they kind of call it. Does a little quicker, a little sooner. They, 2 to 4 years, their body sizes, their skeletal system is pretty much full grown. So what does that mean? So while they're growing their skeletal system, the bucks, they're also trying to grow antlers, bone right out of their head, which is amazing thing. It just blows me away how that happens. But growing season means, and I heard this from Dr. Deere, and you can have it in a localized area. Let's say you have, and it happens with oak trees, happens with kind of everything. Let's say you get a hard frost or something in the spring when they're trying to start those antler growth. Maybe they get a late start from winter recovery, and maybe they're in a low ground where it's colder, or maybe they're in high ground where it's higher. And this could be within miles apart, or even probably closer. I'm sure genetics plays a a little bit of a role in this, but there's absolutely nothing we can do about genetics in wild deer. 50% or 51% of the genetics come from the doe anyway. All we can do is maybe try to keep the habitat as healthy as we can. We also can't do anything about the weather. So we can't control the weather, when it's going to rain, how cold it's going to be, when it's going to frost. So those deer just kind of get a late start on growing those antlers. And when velvets start shedding off, which is September, and the antlers start hardening, which testosterone starts building because of daylight, the hours of daylight in a day, that's it. That's your growing season. And if that so happens to where possibly they could grow more, well, too late. It's done. There's absolutely nothing you can do. So that is kind of a quick version. Hope you kind of followed me on that, of trying to explain that. And I hope it kind of makes sense to you. But also just remember that once their skeletal system gets 4.5 years or older, 5.5 years old, that's when year after year they can concentrate on putting more energy and effort into growing their antlers on their head. So, that's the key. And here in Michigan, we're old traditional hunters. I grew up traditional hunters. It's kind of the thing we did, especially in central northern Michigan. That's kind of the way we did it, and or do it. Some people still. Now, since I've been in this business and been doing this a very long time, I want to protect the majority of yearling bucks as best as I can. And the bucks in my area that I hunt, as you all know, if you follow me, is 2.5 years old or older. I wish I could get to that older age group, and maybe this year's the year. I don't know. But getting past that 2.5, 3.5 years is really, really critical to hunters. That's when you really start seeing a big jump in antler size, huge jump in body size. And next thing you know, you're harvesting 200-pound bucks, and look how much more meat that is if you're a meat hunter. Big does are great as well. And, a little side note, just the myth of, they taste bad and they pee all over themselves. And, that's a little bit of garbage, hot garbage. It's how you field dress them and how you butcher them. If you butcher them and getting that tough skin off, getting that cartilage off, getting that lignin, getting all that stuff off, and then on top of that, how you cook it. That's what it comes down to, not age. All right, rambled enough. Time to enjoy this beautiful day. Okay, so not much excitement this week. I just want a quick summary. Friday morning, I was unable to go out hunting. I forgot about a appointment. We had doctor's appointment, so we had to make that instead, with kids and work and school and all that stuff. Saturday morning, we had a volleyball tournament, so I got out Sunday morning, and I will have a separate video on what happened Sunday morning on my hunt. So be sure to look for that. It'll be posted after this video. But right now, so October 30th, scrapes galore around here. I quick did a perimeter check today. Bucks are on their feet. They are just not quite chasing does just yet. It's so close. So good luck out there hunting. God bless y'all. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click on those affiliate links. That would be the world to me. Besides you guys watching the videos, it means the world to me. Just check out those affiliate links and click on them at least. Hey, buy something. That would be awesome. But let me know of any questions, concerns, and just anything. So God bless y'all. Thanks for watching. See you next week.